A lot of kind of hints to the future in the Snapchat app. In a lot of cases, things that were weird 3 years ago, but on Snapchat are now very standard in other applications. The most obvious example is vertical video. We've been focused on one big message, which is around camera marketing. So Snapchat is a camera company, which, for some people, we're still trying to talk about what is really essential about being a camera company. And today we're delivering the message about how it works for marketers from a camera perspective. Yeah, the German market, every market is a little bit different, and to treat them together or treat them like the United States is a mistake. For Western Europe and France and Germany in particular, the German market represents very similar to the US in that it's very healthy. People use Snapchat kind of the way you think of people using Snapchat. They use it to chat with their friends, they build a close friends network, they use it to explore, to have fun in the world around them, to discover, use lenses and filters, and they post to their story and use the map and all that kind of thing. So it's kind of, if you will, a well-balanced country for us. No, I think you're referring to the daily active user number that we report to the SEC as part of our quarterly earnings. And I think what we saw with our redesign is that we had brought down some of the daily habit with a group of our users, but continued to see growth in our overall user base, in our monthly active users and the like. And so I think in general, there's still a lot of growth potential for Snapchat within Germany, and then also especially outside of Western Europe. Right now, Snapchat is doing very well and very dominant within the United States, Canada, UK, France, Germany, and the Middle East. And I think we're just starting to see our potential in some of these other markets. For us, definitely not angry. I think you use the word copied, but not stolen, right? Other places can copy it. I think if we continue to innovate, continue to kind of lean into our strengths in our community, which is strong, which is creative, which is 60% of Snapchatters will create a snap on a given day, and 60% of our users creating is clearly a differentiator for us. And so I think we feel pretty good about not just the stories format, but the creation that leads to stories. You see a lot of kind of hints to the future in the Snapchat app. In a lot of cases, things that were weird 3 years ago, but on Snapchat are now very standard in other applications. The most obvious example is vertical video. I remember early on talking to advertisers about cutting vertical videos for their ads, and they laughed us out of the room. And now everybody wants vertical video. Horizontal video looks silly on most mobile phones. And so I think with AR, I'll talk maybe from both the consumer side and the business side. On the consumer side, you've seen us start to innovate a lot more on world-facing AR. So not just the selfies that everybody knows us for, but being able to place objects in the world, being able to place your own Bitmoji in the world around you, portal lenses you can walk through or look over. Those are really exciting because we're starting to see users use AR as a creative tool beyond just the face. On the advertiser side, we always knew AR would be amazing for the top-of-funnel brand guys, right? The level of engagement with AR, the playtime as we call it, has always been really high, which is great. What surprised us is how good it's been as it's gone down the funnel. So we've been testing with app installers like Jam City and King for Harry Potter, Candy Crush, other games like that. These are, of course, some of the most sophisticated direct response advertisers, and the Lens is actually doing a great job. AR is doing a great job driving business results at every stage of the funnel. So I think both sides of that is pretty exciting from the AR perspective. I think it's not just vertical, it's also stories. Both of them are really not us forcing something on the user, but the user us acknowledging what is the user's natural habit. Holding your phone vertically is the way it was designed, and then the ability to consume stories at your own pace, whether you want to tap to advance or you want to lean back and just watch the story, it gives you that option. And both of those things are very different than standard online video, which came just ported over from desktop, thin letterbox, tons of dark space, the inability to skip it, the inability to tap to advance. That was, I think, really frustrating for users, and why you didn't really see mobile video take off until more recently. So yes, I absolutely see vertical video being here to stay. Yeah, the new spectacles are actually quite cool. They're still part of V2 of spectacles, so the technology is similar to the one we launched earlier this year. However, they are a little bit kind of more conservative from a style perspective. Two different styles. They come in a soft case. They're also polarized, so a little bit more kind of like function rather than just form. I haven't got my hands on them yet. I'm pretty excited to, though. For spectacles, I think it's really a bet on the future. It would be silly for all of us to sit here and think that the phone is the way that all users are going to look through the glass and see the world around them. Is it spectacles? Is it a HoloLens? Is it a big VR headset? Or is it something no one's seen yet? I don't think any of us know. But for Snapchat, it's really an investment in the future of how we expect users to overlay computing on the world around them.